Hi, people. Morning, morning, morning. Well, my time it's early morning. I don't know wherever you are. It might be very late at night or something, but I have something to share. It's difficult to keep it in. It's hard to keep it in. I've got some very good news to share with you. And it's a huge paradigm shift. It's a whole new paradigm, a whole new perception, a whole new wow. But it's amazing. It's something it's completely different to the world we knew. The old earth, the dimensional, the consciousness that we were on, it's completely different. It's wow. Anyway, so let me share with you what's come through. I'm allowing it to come straight through from soul. It's amazing. So you'll be on such a high. But wow. Now a lot of people want to know how to shift, because they're focusing on what they see now, the actual reality, which is a lower. It depends on your perception, how you're viewing the world. So a lot of people are doing a lot of inner work. Okay, we know what you're supposed to manifest. Anyone understands the basis of manifestation. But what we're forgetting about is when we're looking at the entire planet and the collective, we're not applying the same principle. You see, it's like when you want to heal someone, you've got to see them healed. So this entire paradigm, to anchor in new earth, to be able to shift yourself or whatever, the planet, to collect into the new earth, to actually anchor it in your reality, that you can actually live it and see it. It requires you to change your perception and your mind, really, the way you perceive things. First of all, let go of all conflict. So it's now, inner work is looking at what are you holding and your perception of the world. Okay, the collective, the planet, your government, the world, the whatever. So, and also look at conflict, if you're holding conflict within you. All right. So then you're going to see it outside. You're going to feel conflict towards others or any sort of conflict. But what it is looking at the world very differently, all right? So the new earth, the new paradigm, we see things, I'll tell you what's come through to me. It's just coming in. It's amazing what's been coming in. Wow, wow, wow. It's so awesome as well to feel it, to align with that. It's just wow. So how we see everything and how the new earth is seen and lived and experienced it's not like this. Not at all like this. So you, yourself, you can do it now, move, you can shift your consciousness, your vibration, your frequency if you wish to. But it's aligning. We see everything as whole. Everything is perfect, as heal, as whole. Gaia is the center of all. Okay, so at the new earth, Gaia is the center, the mother. Gaia is the most important aspect, I suppose. She's the planet you live on. So Gaia is at the center, okay, of the consciousness, of the thing, of the earth. It's you obviously, because all life, that's where we chose to reside and be part of. So Gaia is at the center of everything, all right? Love and respect, obviously. I'm not going to go into all the nitty-gritties of how people live. Secondly, like you would expect, everyone is doing down the line. We're going to get there, you anchor that everyone really does live their own thing. They follow their path. So it's part of the community they would choose. So they do line up with what they feel. So whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's technology, whatever they do, they just, they do that. So people automatically will be guided or follow their passion, living out, them, what resonates with them. But as a collective, first of all, we see Gaia, not like we do now. So you've got to really change everything. Your perception, the way you think about things and look at things. Because Gaia is whole. Gaia is healed. We don't see Gaia as healing, broken, poisoned, damaged, polluted. No. We see, because remember, you hold that vision, and that's what you get. If you want to manifest, you see the end result. You live in the end result. You attune. You pick up your frequency resonance with the end results, and that's how you shift, and that's what you end up with. So to get to the new earth, to live on it, to manifest it, to whatever, you've got to do that. We've got to stop looking at the world now, because you're focusing on and you're resonating with, or you're trying to drop your frequency to now reality, and this is not. This is why it stays here. You're not moving because you're focusing on the actual now present reality and not shifting, not manifesting. You've got to line up with that frequency and paradigm and shift. It's a whole new paradigm, a whole new perception. So Earth is beautiful. She is loved, she's whole, she is perfect, and she's very much appreciated. So obviously, you know, with our food, everything we get from Gaia, everyone treats Gaia with love, respect. She's, you know, we live in harmony with nature completely, all right, and respect, and in tune with her naturally, obviously, because you're on a higher consciousness, so you understand these things, you know, you are tapped in, turned on, you're there. But we see everything like that. All right, so it's really, and it's not the current way you see the world. Oh, that's bro, that's wrong, this is wrong, they're polluting, they're bad, they're evil, they're wrong, they're corrupt, they're this, they're that, they're that. That's how we've always done. Fight it, resist it. It's never changed anything, because whatever you resist, fight, you're putting your attention, your focus on your energy, and you're seeing it, you're manifesting, you're keeping it in your reality. It cannot shift. See? So you don't shift. You're going to stay in that reality, that version of Earth that you are seeing and perceiving. Because, oh no, they're bad. Oh, they're wrong. This and that. They, you know, whatever. No, we see that. You know, even when you're sending healing high, even when you're sending healing to people, when you do a healing on someone or yourself, right? You give an example. Okay, my daughter. I had to fix her eye. My daughter was swimming and somebody swam past her. She was underwater, and their flipper or whatever caught her eye and scratched her or whatever, her eye. So she had problems and pain and not seeing properly and and it was a lot of panic. So she couldn't get to the doctor or whatever the story was, eye test or something, and she thought she was going to end up blind. She came to see me. Anyway, I think just out of fear, she gave up any resistance and allowed. She just wanted to make sure she was worried she couldn't see, because she was there. So she allowed a healing. She didn't fight. She was fully just, okay, you know, please help kind of thing. And we did a healing on her and focus. And it's amazing actually doing it, because anyone that does this, you can see it. You go in, you become part of the eye, and weird anyway. So you're focusing on the high, on the healing, on the thing going, on the eye being perfectly vision, sight, whatever, weird. And you actually see the eye, you actually see the things move, and you see it clear up. You see it happen, you visual. And this is what, anyway, you see the end result, you see this. So you're focusing on, like anyone will do in time, on the end, you see the eye healed and clear, right? So this is what happens, and this is what we know, and of course it works, and then there we are, the eye's fine, and you know problems, and just need to go to the doctor, doesn't need to go anywhere, and everything's fine. Just give it a rest and give it a few days, and you know, there we are. But you actually become, it's weird, people that understand you can, because even science tells you, right? I'm going to go in a bit of a kind of a waffle. I don't know who needs to hear this. I'm just allowing it to come through me. So, as I say, quantum entanglement, everything's connected. Yes, we are, because you are a fractal of source. You're a bit of the everything of the entire universe, the energy, right? So this is how you can tap into everything. Every thought, every memory, everything exists now. We're not in 3D anymore, so let's forget about that. We're in 4D. There's no such thing as time. We've moved out of that paradigm anyway. Even people stuck on that. We are in fourth dimension, right? Everything exists now. Past, present, future, it's like a circle. Nothing it has, it's just, and we're expanding, right? So this is the whole thing. We're expanding all the time. Everything we're thinking of doing, it's amazing what we're doing. So every thought that you have is out there. You can tap in. That's why people are tapping into negative, whatever they're resonating with, negative thoughts and visions of Earth and whatever nonsense they're seeing. It's whatever they're holding in them and what they're focusing on and what they're resonating at. So as part of the collective, everything we can tap into, we can feel it. When you leave the physical, you'll know that. But you can merge your consciousness with anything and everything. And so now, if you want to merge with the whales, the consciousness of the whales, you can merge with them, and they'll tell you the ocean's far too busy, noisy, far too many ships out there, busy, polluted, that's what they were told me. Yeah, far too many ships polluting and making a noise, and that noise is disturbing them, their frequency and vibration and their plan. You're welcome. So it is an entire new thing that's coming through. Yes, we choose our path, exactly. You choose where you want to end up. Literally, your thoughts, the way you see, the resonate frequency thing, is exactly the earth you're going to live out. And so think carefully of that. Because how you perceive the world, people haven't enjoyed the world they've been living on for how many long they didn't all enjoy it. And they kept perpetuating it because they kept saying it, oh, it's all corrupt, it's all bad, it's all this, it's evil, it's that, blah, blah, blah. And that's why it never changed. And the more we try to fight it and resist it, it just perpetuates the same thing. Next war, the next this. So it's an entire, as I said, end of times, an entire new paradigm. The way of seeing things, frequency, vibration. We see things differently. We don't see people as broken, as, oh, they're bad. It's collaboration. So I'm trying to, even interactions, human interactions, right? You see that we all respect, obviously we know, we all respect each other and everyone's going to be different, absolutely, because you're still different fractals of sorts, you have different expressions, different passions, different drives. Otherwise, as the whole, as source, we're not learning. We're not gaining if we all want the same earth. So I do understand some are going to choose a much worse earth, a much, there's many versions of it. Some are going to be really not nice, but that's what they want to experience. And when they leave their physical, whatever, vessel, body, focus, it doesn't matter. They'll shift out of that. That will be the end of their suffering that they've chosen to experience. So think carefully of how if you want to shift to the new earth, it requires a new paradigm, a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Not just in you, how you visualize. Okay. Because most people, oh guys, they're poisoning her. Well, we need to change, we need this, we need healing, we need healing. We need, you see, lack, wanting. We're still seeing and we're projecting the same problem. So it needs healing. We've got to keep healing. It's not healed. We are healed. Everything is whole. The world is perfect. We're in a state of appreciation and gratitude, collaboration, as far as beings, humans interacting with other humans. Unity, collaboration, and love. That's the foundation. So whatever you approach, you approach it from that aspect. You see them as whole. Visualize everything as not broken. No one's broken, no one's this, no one's wrong, no one's bad, no one's anything. You hold that vision. You see that vision of them. See, even if they have a wobble, they hold that vision, you see that vision, and you shift them, they shift, they stay there. So you don't have that conflict because you don't see conflict. You don't hold it within you. You don't project it either. So you have it's amazing. So there we are. It is there. That as I said, it did manifest. That the new earth, that the version, parallel reality of this earth that a lot of people, depending on what you've seen, have seen. Depending on how you get to it. Mine is visual. Most of I get a bit of everything, but I get the knowing, the whole thing. But visual. I get intense visuals when I get shown something. I see it very clearly. It's like a movie. So for me, I view it's amazing. Anyway, it's amazing. So as I said, I did see many versions of Earth, but this version, the higher version that everyone's looking for, what they call 5 dimensions, but the higher version of parallel of Earth that people are wanting to jump to. There we are. If you want to jump to it, I'm just telling you what's keeping you from actually moving, manifesting, being able to see it in your reality. We need to anchor it in for the future, for everybody else to be able to get there. So those that want to call themselves that came here, they reckon for a purpose, to help, to uplift, to shift humanity, is to anchor in. Most of the light work is talking about anchoring in the light. We did that. We anchored in the crystalline grid. We anchored in the light. We did all this. We did all that. We held this. We did that. We held that frequency and vibration to shift the collective. Now we've done that. Okay? A lot of people knew the new earth. They had this belief, because it's exactly a knowing belief, so they manifest. So new earth is there. But then they're not understanding why we haven't shifted. Okay? It takes time. Everyone's going to shift at some lot slower than others because we're not holding the right perception of You think you can just change my frequency vibration and do my inner healing, but you can still see the world as damaged, as broken, as this, as polluted. Oh, I'll be being poisoned. They're doing that to me. Whatever. Well, then you're not going to. You're staying. You see, you've got different frequency. You're not in line with the new earth. Your frequency and vibration is not lined up with the new earth. You might be on, oh, wonderful, I think everything's lovely. But no, you're not, because you're seeing earth as damaged, broken, corrupt, bad, all this, everything's negative. All right. So you can be as high a vibration as you want, but you're going to remain on a lower parallel universal negative earth. Whatever you're holding here, whatever you believe is going to happen, well, there we are. That's the earth you're going to experience. Okay, witness doesn't mean you might have to, but you might witness some horrible things. You don't want to, you see. There we are. There we are. You don't have to give back. You are part of the universe. You're part of it, yeah. And this is why you can tap into everything, because everything, every feeling, vibration, thought, you like a copy, as I say, like of everything. So we have that. So we can. There we are. That I'll let you know that, but it requires us start training your mind. When you start doing your inner work, right? And reflections. I've been guided big time on that lately. As I said the other day, have a look at your beliefs. This is what's holding us. We're looking at our inner work towards individuals and people, and I want to, whatever you want to hold, peace, love, unity, what you want to become as a human, as a being, okay? I want to be happiness, I want to be love, I want to be peace, whatever, these things, great things to embody. But then we are visualizing, you're looking at the old earth or broken earth, because that's what you knew, that's how you always seen things, and you think, oh, it doesn't. And you're focusing on, you're tapping into the collective or the lower. So this is you here, but you got resistance, different frequencies going on. See, you are there, but then you are resonating with a lower frequency, a lower earth, a lower version, an old earth, the whole way. That's it. Oh, it's always going to be, oh, there's war, oh, there's bad, oh, they're corrupt, well, there we are. There's not, because there's just people. They are people that make up everything that most people are fighting about. Their governments, everything, are made up of people. And if you project and keep saying, oh, they're always going to be bad, evil, this, that, corrupt, well, that's what they're going to be. You're not projecting, seeing them as not, as whole. You're not seeing your leaders as actually as a collective, even if it's a collective, let's say, I'm not going to feed into you my vision, okay? Because it's not right. You got to create your own version of earth, whatever you see it and feel it and think of it. I'm putting things into your mouth. But say you have a local government, whatever you want to call your government, your community. It's collaborative, people. Because everyone knows, but they all say the new earth is like this, but this is not. So there we are. You stop resonating with the old earth if you want to shift it. Because you see what I'm saying? Oh, the new earth's going to be, but no, this is terrible. Look at around me. You are perpetuating yourself and everything, not shifting to the new earth, which is now there, completely manifested for you to move to. See, everyone will get it. You'll get it in your time. You'll see this shift, this energy that's coming on now is going to push the light workers or whatever, especially those that are older souls, up a notch. Now to manifest, to anchor in new earth. All right. Hold that frequency, that vibration and that vision for the collective to be able to shift there. See? So we hold that you are, especially if you start living it, anchoring it in, and you will see. Yeah. Not only that, it's just amazing. You will have everyone, you're going to have their differences, but it's not what you think. So we're going to change your perception and your whole perspective. All right. And not what you want to see, feel, but it's being now. So it's like that knowing you have shifted, you are on the new earth. Not I'm going to. It's like any manifestation, right? I am thankful. My life is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's this. It's peace. I mean, all those things, right? You have it. You have it. I am peace. You don't say I want peace because you don't get it. So I am peace. And you feel peace, right? So this is exactly the same. You are in, thank you for this beautiful earth. You see Gaia as beautiful, as whole, as diverse, as abundant, and you thank her for a wonderful abundance. Hold Gaia in as already there, like you saw in the new earth, pristine, clear, beautiful. You know, she's amazing. She is. Oh, it is beautiful. It is so freaking beautiful how we clean up earth. We change it. So change, see earth as perfect, as healed, as whole, as clean, as absolutely beautiful, diverse. I mean, just she is so perfect. The earth, the sky is so clear, literally. Blue, the white, and the water, this ocean, my Lord, I have never seen an ocean so clear. Wow, that is incredible. The visibility, and I love snorkeling. I can spend my life with my face underwater. I have such an affiliation to most things, even Gaia or anything natural. But wow, how beautiful. So we've got to, when you walk around now, stop focusing on that old earth and what you think is there. No, see it. You've got to anchor in this. All right. If you want to see a shift, or if you want to shift, or anyway, get there, people think they get it. How do you get there? That's it. That's the bridge to getting, you know what I mean? All right, into the reality, to the physical, all right? So there we are. See it? When you get, like, I get up in the morning, oh, wonderful. I thank her, and I look at the beauty. I look out my window, wow, look how beautiful it is. That green, the diversity, the abundance. You don't see lack. Another thing that people are really trying to manifest, a lack of food. Is you don't see that. Especially if you don't want it in your life. You don't see that. You think. You always have food, plenty of food. An abundance. I thank you for this beautiful food, the abundance, this. Everything. You've got to change your perception and paradigm. And I mean everything. All right. There we are. Nothing matters. No, it's what you see. So you see what you want to see. Healed, whole, perfect earth, collaboration, unity, peace. I mean, and we are. And you can see it, and I'm not going to go into too much what I've seen. There's a lot I've seen. Wow, it's amazing. Yes, we do. Obviously, we live in harmony with others as well, beings we have, because we're not just on everyone is different. There's so many fractals of us, of source, right? As they shift to the new earth, yes, we can't stay, and we're not going to go backwards. Technology, people think, oh, there's no technology. Yes, of course there is. But it's not used like everyone. This is the brain that sees. It's the brain's way of being, right? It's how the mind was taught and perceived. That everything is negative, or it's going to be bad, or we always see looking for the worst and everything. That's the ego, that's the brain. Okay, it wants to do, so it's going to say, no. Of course but it's not for negative. So there is that technology. There is, down the line, future, yes, not just with us as humans, but there are humans that choose. So there are the ones that choose to live with the shamanic and live with the earth and work with the animals and grow vegetables. There are those that choose. There is for everybody, because every being will live out. You might be on their own earth, but like even now, let me try and explain it. The earth we were living on, or you think that you're on, whatever version you're on, right? Everybody lived differently. So some were living a fantastic life and millions and billions and living happy, and some were, oh, life is terrible, poverty, this, that. Look at how many people are experiencing a very different reality to you. Hunger. Some are in prison. Some see life as all terrible. Some are love life. Some are happy. Some are positive. This is exactly as this is an experience that's all being fed back to source, that source can grow from. It's an expansion, right? So there are also going to be versions of earth. That's why I say choose what you want. There are versions of Earth that they will experience. Someone choosing to stay on the very negative version that they're seeing, and they're going to keep holding that, and they're going to experience a very bad, but you don't even have to know about it. It's like people in Yemen. Are you experiencing the suffering and everything they're experiencing? Not at all. See? Not at all. So that's what I'm trying to say, the same thing. So we've got to, we just haven't learned, because we think we can do something, but we're not changing our perception, how we view Earth. So it's absolutely, when they talk about the new times, new Earth, new paradigm, exactly. It's a new paradigm of thinking. So you've got to change your entire perception, your entire perspective of everything. Stop focusing on whatever. If you're finding it difficult, for those of people who say, oh, but I can't, because that's why, because you need to unplug then. If you're not able to do it, until you're able to hold that, to get more stable, to hold that and manifest and do your thing, switch off all social media. Stop watching any of the negative things and whatever else, and letting the outside feed you, because this is manifest. You are tapping into the lower thing again. So you're focusing and you're bringing your vibration to, oh, look at, and you're tapping into the old Earth. You're visualizing the paradigms that the brain's used to. No. Switch it all off and focus on the Earth. That is there. You can move to it, but we need to anchor it in. All right. For the collective to shift. So let's anchor it in. There we are. Anchor that frequency and vibration of the new Earth in. Hold that. So you enable the collective to be able to shift to it. The more people do that, you'll see, like the awakening. Remember, everyone said you got to wake up with the frequency, vibration, hold it, and same with the light, and anchor in the light. What did you do? You did, and what? A huge amount of collective woke up and are shifting, are raising in consciousness. The same with the new Earth. Anchor in the new Earth. You want to shift the paradigm of a negative world and a destructive end of world, or whatever. There's some really dark paradigms out there and stories, and there's a lot of, this is people holding a lot of fear, a lot of darkness, and it's being projected. So their version of Earth, whatever they're not have cleaned up inside them, oh, there's going to be this, we're going to do that, and they're going to do that to us, and they're going to do this to us, and all this is being projected out there. It's all projection. Everyone else's vision, their perception, or whatever they haven't done and cleaned the thing. This is being projected out there, and people are, oh, okay. And you just now resonating or tapping in or into it. You're dropping your feet to tap into this. You know? There we are. So that's it. And there's obviously some that choose to manipulate. You know, they know that as they're wakening up, they're catching people. So they're holding them there on their shadow, on their fear. They don't understand. Is it? What's your perception? What are you tapping into, you see? We're in a cycle. We're in a 26,000 year cycle. Planetary cycle, shift, energy, frequency, it's affecting Earth, absolutely. I mean, there's much proof of it. If you drill in Antarctica, they've had many proofs that we've gone through this before, yes. So we are. Earth is being affected by the massive light and and so are you. But it's wonderful. So there we are. It's just not in our record books as written history. It is geologically. There we are. It's absolutely, yes. But it's not caused by you. We're just doing some thing to it. There we are. Hi. Good. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are being stuck because they're not disconnecting from the old vision of the old Earth and the negativity. A lot of it's being perpetrated. There's a lot of people projecting their shadows and playing on the human collective, on their shadow, they're not understanding that what you, so there we are. That doesn't matter. We know what's going on. We're not focusing on that. This is about anchoring in the new Earth. We need to anchor it in for the collective, like we did with the shift, with the light, with the awakening. Now, hold that and anchor in the new, whatever everyone calls 5D, the new Earth. Yes. It's not education. It's higher. It's higher knowledge. It's higher. It's not what's taught by humans. It's by what's in the field, in the quantum field. Anyway, there we are, people. So that's it. And this is one thing. Anyway, a lot this came through was wonderful, and it's amazing. I'm getting it. You're getting guided to do this. You'll see. You'll start being guided to look at how you see the world. How, how you see government. Because people think, government, but what is government, people? It's a piece of paper, it's a corporation on a piece of paper, but it means there are people to make it up. They're just individuals. And they're just at different levels of consciousness. And if you want them to change, if you want to, we got to shift the pattern, you've got to see them as good, as loving, as unifying. See, you've got to see humanity and people like that, and that's the earth that you, the parallel reality, first of all, you're going to shift to, and we got to anchor in, and you can't shift there unless you do this. All right. So if you want to anchor in that reality, the new earth, there's your bridge. You need to do that to move, and then you're going to start seeing it in the physical. All right. The actual physical manifestation. It is there. You got to shift to it. Yeah. So let's stop looking at that and anchor in the new earth. It is amazing. All right. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And stop, because what you are doing is everything at the moment, I see a lot of people are doing, not everyone, is focusing on what's being pushed out there in social media or mainstream. It's easy to say, oh, mainstream is right, but then, other media, people don't realize other media is just, anyway. So people are being fed always. This is from the ego, the fear, the mind. Oh, it's going to be short. Oh, we're doomed. Oh, we're going to starve. Oh, we're going to have no power. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh. Same nonsense. Everything is negative. Oh, the perception is always bad. So that is keeping you. And then you expect to see change on the outside. No. All right. And they think, oh, you're shifting. No. Okay. We've got to shift our entire perception and perspective of the planet, of actual as a collective. Society, government, the whole lot. People. As the world, how do you see the world? Perfect. And it is so amazing, people. All right. So for those that do wish to, there we are. Start anchoring it in, because you will shift to that parallel reality yourself. Okay, and the more you shift, the more you will, you hold that, you're also going to pull, because the collective are then able to tap into it. The more of us are holding this, okay, because everything's connected in the quantum. Remember, we're all part of the same thing. It's like memory. It's holding everything. The others will, as they raise their frequency, will be able to tap into that. All right, we'll be able to then, you're opening, it's like a portal. You're making it available to the collective. So you need, so there we are. I'm putting it out there. Those that feel guided to anchor in the new earth, you need to change your entire perception. Stop looking at the planet as it is, what you're seeing, or as it's being projected out there by everybody else and their projections and fear and darkness and shadows and ego and oh my God, horrendous. And lack, of course. No, there's no lack. An abundance of food. Oh my gosh, the water is so crystal clear, it's amazing. There's no shortage of food, there's no shortage of anything. There's collaboration, there's unity, there's love. And Earth is just, she is healed. Absolutely perfect. Whole. Amazing. And she is loved, she is valued, she's appreciated. All right. And we have no anger. We don't see people as bad, as this, are trying to rip us off or trying to... That's your shadow. So if you see, oh, you can't trust people. Oh, you can't trust this. It's trust. So clean it up in you. Aggression, anger, conflict. Clean it up in you. Choose a higher perception, paradigm, reality, and shift. There we are. It's just manifestation. Like in anything else, you want to manifest money and the boyfriend or this or crystal or whatever. Oh, manifest. There we are. To get there, we all know you've got to hold that vision, that frequency, that way. You've got to live it, be it. There we are. So the world is, we are on the new earth. She is perfect. She is clean. She is beautiful. There's abundance. There's peace. There's unity, collaboration, love, respect all beings. We live in harmony. We live in peace. The world is just wow. Okay, there we are. That's it, people. It's amazing what's coming down, what's coming through is amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. It's bloody awesome. There we are. Shift to the new earth. Stop hanging on the old one, because that's an old paradigm, an old way of thinking, an old way of being, your perception. This is why you haven't shifted. But you were shown it for a reason. So a lot of people were shown, they know the new earth's there, in order for them to focus on it. So this is what we can have. This is what's there. So we did, now it's manifested. Okay. Let's bring it, okay, there we are. Anchor it in and solidify that. All right, lovely people. It is awesome, and it's a way of thinking and being. You'll see your reality will shift big time. We're okay. It's just so nice. It's so wonderful. On everything, yeah, even health. You choose. If you believe something's going to affect your health, well, everything is belief. Everything. We've got to change our beliefs, our perception, okay, and our perspective on things, and you'll see. Yeah, I'm busy. My whole thing was fascinating for me. I'm playing with it. Yeah, it's to choose. If you think, oh, well, there we are. There we are. All right, as I say, it's an entire paradigm. It's a new paradigm. People don't realize how much of a big change this is. It's a complete paradigm shift. Everything, the way you think, the way you perceive, okay, perception is completely different. That means in everything. The way you see illness, the way you see everything, the world, you're projecting out there, the whatever, it's not. All right. There we are. Perceive everything as perfect, whole, healed, even your body, health, this, that, whatever. It's how you want it, perceive it, put it out there, reflect it. So you're holding everything. Your vision of everything then is perfect, healed, whole, happy, unity, love, peace, whatever. It's done. All right. You're there. That you can choose to let go of the old reality, the old paradigm, the old way of being, that old energy, frequency, vibration, whatever your beliefs, let them go. That's an old earth, that's an old way of being, and I don't know, it's a choice. I no longer wish. Thank you for the choices and the lessons, but I no longer wish to take that as my reality anymore. I am now shifting to a higher perception, a higher reality, a higher way of being. All right. There we are, higher frequency and vibration. It's a higher level of consciousness. Yeah, same thing. That's exactly the same thing. There isn't any on the new earth. There's no conflict. It's cleaned up and new. You don't visualize it. You don't hold it. You don't see it. Stop focusing on what you see. This is the old way of being, the old paradigm, the old earth. All right. Love you guys. Bye.